Hello everyone, my name is Kutay Tire. Today I'm going to present you my Physics 102 experiment. The aim of this experiment is to calculate the energy dissipated from the circuit with both series and parallel connected resistors. In the first part of my experiment, I'm going to connect 2, 3 and 4 resistors in series separately. Then I'm going to measure the temperature change in the water that I will be using. And in the second part of this experiment, I'm going to repeat the same procedure, but this time I'm going to connect the resistors in parallel, not in series. Here are my equipments that I'm going to use for this experiment. First of all, I'm going to use a bunch of cables to connect the resistors to the battery source. Here is my battery source of 12 volts. Here are my 4 resistors with each having a resistance of 10 ohms. Here is my 50 grams of water that I'm going to use to calculate the temperature change. And finally, here is my digital thermometer with the probe and my own chronometer to wait exactly for 1 minute. Now let's proceed to the experiment part. Now we are proceeding to the second part of the experiment. So in this experiment, we calculated the energy dissipated from the resistors. In the first part, we learned that the amount of energy dissipated from the circuit is inversely proportional with the number of resistors connected in series. This is because when the resistors are connected in series, the overall current decreases. And when the overall current decreases, the amount of energy dissipated from the circuit as heat also decreases. And my experiment also demonstrated this result, because the final temperature of the water with 4 resistors was much less than the final temperature of the water with only single resistor. And in the second part of this experiment, we saw that the amount of energy dissipated from the circuit as heat is directly proportional with the number of resistors connected in parallel. This is because each resistor shares the same voltage value when they are connected in parallel. And again, my experiment demonstrated this result because the final temperature of the water with 4 parallel connected resistors was much greater than the final temperature of the water with only single resistor. Thank you for listening.